Welcome to another episode of What's That All About? Now, this is odd. I'm very aware of that. I am not live at Mount Shasta. I'm actually inside my house after just walking my dog. I'm freezing. I have not defrosted yet. But I wanted to do a weird kind of show, okay? This is about Mount Shasta, but I kind of wanted to share with you what I think is a great view for this episode. And I'm not going to be able to be in this episode much because if I'm in it, the lighting goes weird. But I wanted to show you my $1,000,000 view. Okay, there's a yurt also in the distance that is not related to our property, but the people who own it are very nice, but it still gets in my craw that it's in all my pictures when I take a picture of the view. But anyway, you'll hear me more than you'll see me for this episode, but I wanted to take you here to see these. I'm trying to get out of the way for you. Not bad, huh? See the yurt? Yeah. All right. Well, here we go. You'll see my shoulder. How's that? First and foremost, Mount Shasta, which, doesn't look like my mountains, but it certainly comes close. That's the Lost River Valley mountain range behind us, and it's the largest in Idaho. So I'm wearing all of this gear, head, hat, and everything because I did just walk the dog, like I said, and it's freezing here still. Real feel of 28. So I'm just defrosting first, but I wanted to get this done before the light totally went away. Okay. Ow. Back to it. So anyway, Mount Shasta is one of the most famous locations for mysteries, wonders, all of it, okay? It's reaching up towards the sky at over 14,000 feet, and it does conjure its own weather up there because it's got these, well, I'll show you later, but they're these clouds. They're called lenticular clouds, and they actually hold a lot of mystery all by themselves. So they're a big part of a lot of the legends that surround Mount Shasta and its legends. And Native Americans see Mount Shasta as hallowed ground. They believe the volcano is inhabited by a spirit chief who descended from the heavens. They even tell stories of it being the home of the creator. Not sure who they consider the creator to be, but it's also a hotspot for UFO sightings. UFOs! Okay. And in many cases, these sightings are confused with those lenticular clouds. Now, see, I'm going to show you a little video here, and you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Some believe these clouds are both created and then used by, let's call them visitors from out of town. And to hide their ships. And basically, hence, we don't know they're here or not here. Never know. But also commonly seen are bright spherical orbs rotating very rapidly and flying at incredible speeds and diving straight into the mountain. I'm not talking about into the volcano part of the opening of the mountain. I am talking about directly into the side of the mountain. Yep, into the side. Now, people claim there are portals that lead to a world beneath the mountain. It has long been theorized that Mount Shasta is one of the world's sacred sites or power spots that can exert remarkable forces on humans and other living organisms. Okay? Like places that you've definitely heard of, Stonehenge in Britain, the pyramids in Egypt, Machu Picchu in Peru, and they are renowned for all their paranormal activity. All these places, Mount Shasta is no different. And they are considered these portals to go into other dimensions. Now, if you think portals to other dimensions sounds out of bounds, which if you watch my show, you know I don't, but maybe you should tell NASA, because in 2013, they discovered the existence of X points, or electron diffusion regions. These are, Jack Scudder, a plasma physicist, said, and I quote, These are places where the magnetic field of Earth connects to the magnetic field of the sun, creating an uninterrupted path leading from our own planet to the sun's atmosphere 93 million miles away. 93 million miles away. Can you stand it? Other theories about the possibility of extraterrestrials connections is that they might be using these portals to come and go at will. A former Israeli space security chief named Haim, I think it's Ashed, claims aliens from a galactic federation have already been in touch with our planet. Now, another famous legend is that a complex system of tunnels beneath the volcano leads to the lost city of Telos, home to the Lemurians. The story goes that the people of Atlantis and the Lemurians broke out into an all-out thermonuclear war, over different ideologies. And when the war was over, Atlantis had been destroyed, and the surviving Lemurians survived. They went to underground, underneath Mount Shasta. And some locals believe they still live there, the survivors, generations later, and visit the surface periodically. They're believed to be highly evolved humanoids that stand 7 feet tall and have long flowing hair and wear white robes. Now look at this picture. It kind of sounds like Pleiadians, doesn't it? I don't know. Just they kind of look similar to me, and the descriptions of them are pretty similar. Now, though Mount Shasta is rich, I'm staying out of the thing because the mountains will go away, and they're very pretty. Though Mount Shasta is rich in its history, there's also a dangerous and sinister side, to be sure. There have been several high-profile disappearances on the mountain, one being of a 3-year-old boy who went missing but was found wandering 5 hours later. He said he had been taken into a cave by his fake grandmother. Are you kidding me? Where there were other beings that he could tell weren't human, but they wanted to study him. And eventually the beings became angry because the boy wasn't doing what they wanted him to do. He's 3, and you're thinking that he's going to do what you want him to do? Give me a break. Anyway, they let him go and released him back. But the weird thing is, I bring this up, the reptilian connection, okay? They are also believed to possibly inhabit parts of Mount Shasta. Now, when they say that this little boy said that he had a fake grandmother who brought him to this cave, he is explaining basically what reptilians can do, and that's shapeshift. Just thought I'd mention it. And another well-known case was that of Carl Herbert Landers, who he disappeared from the mountain in May of 1999. Now, during a climb trip, he is an avid, outdoorsman, and had climbed he was part of a climbing club for people over 65. And, the search teams were baffled, not only because they couldn't find any trace of him, but because where he was going had no obvious obstructions. You could see a clear view, a clear horizon, exactly where he was going to be going. So the people that he was climbing with could see exactly where he was going to be. They had looked up briefly, saw him start off on his journey there. Ooh, I'm taking away your mountains. I'm going to get out of your way here because I don't want to take them away from you. But anyway, there's never been any sign of him. Not his gear, not him. His body, bones, nothing. His poor wife, no closure. But anyway, Mount Shasta has an aura about it that some even say has like a magnetic pull. But, like so many other mysterious locations throughout the world, many of the mountain secrets remain hidden, and perhaps it's because, and I really wonder about this, I wonder if it's our conscious mind, subconscious mind, whatever. I think when our consciousness can evolve, I feel like we could open our minds and begin to like see more revelations just by naturally being in a better open, place mentally. I hope that that's the case because I'm really working towards that. But it's got a lot of wonders and there's more wonders around the world, but Mount Shasta is fascinating. My mountains are fascinating. And I hope you enjoyed this episode and I will see you next time. Until then, stay happy and healthy and stay weird. Like me, obviously, I'm doing one basically where you cannot even see me. And take good care. Thanks. Bye.